everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the topic of you don't look blind, which is a saying that I hear a lot on my channel when I'm out, when I meet new people occasionally. I still hear this a lot, even after 3 years of being a fashion blogger with visual impairment. And I wanted to make a video about it because I get a lot of comments on my channel from people who say things like, you don't look blind, or how can you be blind when you're wearing makeup, or how can you be blind if you like to take an interest in fashion, or you don't look blind to me, you don't seem to be blind because you like to take care of your appearance. And I wanted to make a video to set the record straight. Let me just say one thing before I get into this. My channel is a place where I like to spread positivity, and I like to advocate the message that you can be who you want to be, and it doesn't matter whether you're disabled, what gender you identify with, who you are, it doesn't matter. You are your own person and you can be that person, and you don't have to conform to what society tells you you have to be. So if you're looking for someone who conforms to your idea of what a stereotypical blind person should look like, or be like, or act like, I'm sorry, but you've gone to the wrong channel, quite obviously. Unless, of course, your idea is that blind people or visually impaired people are, you know, fun and they like to do whatever they want and they can be their own person, in which case, hello, welcome. But if you're one of those people who say to me things like, if you wear makeup, therefore you can't be blind, then I'm afraid my channel is not the place for you, and I would suggest not watching my videos anymore if it's going to upset you and infringe on your idea of what a blind person should look like. Sorry if that sounds harsh, but I'm sick to death of getting these comments, so quite frankly, I need to make the video talking about this. So what I would like to first of all say is that I am not fully blind. I am registered blind, yes, but I am not fully blind, which I've never claimed to be because that would be misleading. I don't have a lot of vision, but what I have got is okay. I use things to help me out. I use my magnifier to help me, which can enlarge print. I use my iPhone and the accessibility features on it. I use my MacBook with accessibility features. I use ClaraRead. I use special kind of technology. I use kitchen equipment to help me. So I do have some sight, but I have also got a lot of good equipment that can help me. Therefore, I'm able to do things like everybody else relatively well. So I would like to first of all get into this by saying that you don't look blind seems to be a bit of a enigma. No one quite knows what people are talking about, because when I've gone to a lot of events and people say you don't look blind, they don't know how to react to that. And a lot of people want to say that, what does blind look like? And I want to say that myself as well. When I've got these comments, I've often wanted to say to someone, well, can you explain to me what you think blind should look like? I never have. Maybe one of these days I will. But I want to get under the skin of actually what they mean. So I first of all want to get into some of the stereotypes about sight loss. One of which being that people who are visually impaired can't possibly want to take leadership in fashion, have nice hair, wear high heels if they're a girl or a guy who likes to wear high heels. They won't be colour coordinated. I hear that a lot. People say, oh wow, you're really colour coordinated for a blind person. Again, I'm not fully blind. And they'll say things like, you know, you can't put eyeliner on if you're a blind person. How do you do it? So those are kind of some of the things I personally consider to be a stereotype, but also things like, if you're blind, you have to be old, or if you're blind, you have to be of a certain age, or if you're blind, you have to be a male. I have seen these stereotypes, and actually, when you Google blind cartoon, it comes up with a series of images, and guess what? They're all male, they're all elderly, they all wear very nondescript clothing, so it's always like a anorak and dark sunglasses, or a shirt and a pair of orthopedic shoes and a tie, or they wear a big hat and they'll have big sunglasses on and they'll have a really grumpy, solemn face and they won't smile. And I've looked at these images and I'm like, actually, I kind of realise why people have these conceptions of sight loss, because the media, the cartoon industry, the comic book industry, I guess in a sense, has conveyed this message that all people who are blind are going to be of a certain age, they're going to probably be male, they're probably going to not have an interest in fashion, they're probably going to be quite grumpy, and they're probably not going to want to talk to you, and they're probably going to be quite you know, incompetent characters, or people who can't do things for themselves. And that also derives a lot from the fairy tale and folklore tradition, where a lot of blind people are portrayed to be beggars, or portrayed to be people who are quite vulnerable, because I know this because I'm doing a research topic on it. And all these kind of things, I guess, contribute to this hypodermic idea of what someone who's blind is going to be like, which society is quite often okay to accept. And then when they see someone who conflicts with this idea of sight loss, so when they see someone, i.e. like myself, who walks around wearing the latest trend from Topshop, and who likes to wear eyeliner, and who likes to curl their hair, and who smiles, and who laughs, and who talks about comedy and Harry Potter, and who goes to uni, and who is a bit crazy, and who drinks. some people are quite shocked by that, because it seems to them that they can't imagine someone who is blind to look anything other than, you know, miserable and unfashionable and just quite nondescript. That's the word I'm looking for, nondescript. A lot of the blind representations I've seen in comics, cartoons, in certain media portrayals, they're very nondescript and they're very non-visible characters. Of course, this is not the case in all things. I mean, there's some very good examples of blind characters in things like modern day soaps, in things like a lot of the TV series we're seeing, in things like, you know, children's books, for example, like Iggy from Maximum Ride. But there are still some characters. Often I've seen characters in, say, for instance, Teen Wolf, for example. Don't judge me. I was in the Lake District with my mates. We were playing the drinking game. We watched Teen Wolf, and there was a character in that who was blind, and he was very stereotypically blind, and he was evil. Oh, a disabled person being evil. Oh, I've never heard of that before. You can tell the irony in my voice. So quite clearly there's still a bit of a stigma around sight loss, that all these people who are blind are going to be of a certain kind of person. So anyone who's not like that and who does not conform to what someone who is sight impaired should be is quite a culture shock for some people. So I also want to just say something for anyone who's still in doubt and who does not understand the idea that someone who is sight lost can be who they want to be. Just because someone is blind, it does not mean that they can't take an interest in fashion, that they can't take an interest in wanting to have their hair look nice. Actually, there's one of my viewers, lovely Adam, if you're watching this, hi Adam, he's a hairdresser and he's registered as visually impaired. Go him. Adam oozes style, his hair's amazing, he looks really, really great, and he's a lovely person. He comments on a lot of my videos. So Adam, hello if you're watching this. Or, you know, that people who are visually impaired can't take an interest in art. My friend Kimberly Burrows, who is visually impaired, she's a really good illustrator. There's my friend Laura Turner, who also has a blog called Realise Fashion. She is really stylish. She loves to curl her hair. She wears extensions. She has false lashes done. She gets new outfits when she's going out for a party. She wears high heels. My friend on here, Molly Burke, she wears heels that are like monster heels. They are bloody massive. And I'm like, oh my God, how do you wear them? She wears makeup. She puts eyeliner on. She has lovely hair. She's a motivational speaker. She goes travelling a lot. She is really funny. She's got a lot of sense of humour. She's intelligent. There's also a friend of mine here on YouTube called Nat Emily. Nat Emily is a YouTuber and a blogger, and she talks about art with visual impairment because she has nystagmus. She talks about looking good and feeling good and exercising and the importance of keeping yourself fit and healthy. Secrets of beauty. Stephanie from Bold Blind Beauty. Luke Sam Snowden. They're all beauty and fashion bloggers with a visual impairment. There are lots of visually impaired and disabled people who are confident, they're funny, they live their own lives, they look beautiful, they look amazing, they're happy, they've got kids, they've got families, they've got boyfriends, they've got girlfriends. You know, they are people who are just doing normal everyday things and they are doing what they want. I like to wear eyeliner, but I have learnt that's a skill that I have learnt. I can curl my hair, but that's because I've practiced that and had to practice and get burnt many times, and I've hurt myself in the process many times, but I've had to practice to get that down to a fine art. I like to wear fashion, but I'm in a very fashion-orientated household. I live in London, a metropolis where things are going on. There's fashion shows going on, there's lots of fashion events, there's the most amazing places to go and shop for fashion. I am around lots of amazing people. I go to university, Goldsmiths, and it's a very diverse community. Everyone's into art and they've got all these innovative ideas. I'm in an environment that accepts diversity, and just because I like to wear nice clothes, I like to do my hair, I like to wear makeup, I talk about Harry Potter, I go on Tumblr, I go on Instagram, I go on Twitter, I walk with a spring in my step, I like to go swimming. That doesn't mean to say that I haven't got a disability. That just means to say that I've learnt to accept my disability for what it is, and I've actually learnt to say, actually, you know what? You might be a part of my body, but I'm actually going to do what I want to do in life, and I don't care if you're going to affect me. I'm still going to get out there and do it. So what I want to say is that if you see someone who is stylish or who looks nice or who's happy or confident or whatever they might have that conflicts with your idea of what someone who's visually impaired should look like, what you might have seen or heard that's generated this idea in your head is probably not an accurate representation of sight loss, and just remove that image from your mind and have a healthier image. Forget the anorak and dark sunglasses. Forget the idea that all visually impaired people are old or that they might be male. Just be open-minded, and I can assure you, you will just have a less of a shock when you meet someone who's like myself and who is not stereotypically visually impaired. I guarantee you. So that is the end of this video today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. To any of my viewers who are visually impaired or disabled, do comment below if you've had any of these similar experiences and anyone said you don't look blind or you don't look disabled. I'd love to hear your comments. But also, if you're one of those people who said the things to me before about you don't look blind, please have some respect for my viewers and for myself, because as much as I understand you have your own opinions, my channel is a place of positivity, and I want everybody to be happy and to feel okay to voice their opinions, and it to be a safe environment. So just please keep everything friendly and non-derogatory, and there is such a thing as common sense, and I just strongly advise you use it, alright? So that is the end of this video today. Thank you all so much for watching and supporting me. You are absolutely amazing, you lot. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe as well. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye! I don't wear anorak and sunglasses. I might use a magnifying glass. But that doesn't mean I have to look visually impaired. If any of you say this thing, you're an arse. Bye.
And watch her.
Oh my god! Oh, it's my go now. I want to see it again. I'm gonna get it.